Hello and welcome back to Europe 1100. We already got the walls down here and indeed depleted the enemy's food supplies. Now what's actually really funny about this, I'm actually a bit speechless by it because I said to you, hey, I'm just going to take this castle off screen, right? You know, in the previous episode I said I'm just going to take this castle off screen because there was a lot of frustration involved, you know. I was building my trebuchets, I was putting them into reserve, I was then deploying all of them at the same time, and then they were destroyed. That was just happening over and over again. They were just getting destroyed by the enemy's catapults, and they were just absolutely obliterating every single chances we had to just get in there, you know what I mean? And that's the funny thing. I did it just now, and only one of my trebuchets was destroyed, and otherwise, every single one of them was absolutely fine. I don't even know. Sometimes weird stuff happens, and I just think, okay, well, what's going on with that? That makes no sense in the world to me, because I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, surely that is how it's going to be every single time. But no, it seems that there is some random variance in the siege warfare. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind that there are definitely hit chances involved, you know. You can take perks that actually do provide chances to dodge and, you know, do more damage and so on and so forth. So there are definite advantages to having higher skill in engineering. But with the same engineering skill, I went in there and I had no issues whatsoever. I really had very few problems. And I was thinking to myself, what is going on here? This seems to be, you know, night and day. It's like night and day. I don't know. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show you exactly what happened, because maybe we can go on to the next castle and actually see exactly the same kind of situation transpire, because I want you to see that. I want you to see how actually remarkably simple it was for us to take it, or for, shall we say, for us to eliminate the walls, because they had, I don't know, 3 days, somewhere around there, 3 days worth of food remaining, and they had about 25,000 wall HP remaining as well. And I was thinking, okay, well, that's not too bad, but we were getting super unlucky with the amount of damage that we were taking with our trebuchets and everything. And then all of a sudden, no, we were just taking very little damage. The enemy seemed to be missing quite often with their attacks, and that's pretty much what happened. And then we were able to very easily eliminate their catapults and go straight on in. Anyway, there you go. We actually just gained 26 renown, super nice and easily. And we can now move on. Aha, here we go. Yes, this is exactly the reason why I'm keeping so many of these prisoners, by the way, because we can just take a huge amount of them, recruit them, and then we can also take additional ones from the enemy if we want to. I'm actually not entirely sure if I took... I don't know whether... Are these militia? No. These are... Never mind. Yes. See, that just goes to show. That just goes to show. Not a good idea to assume. And instead, it's a better idea to verify which unit you're actually thinking that you're going to take. All right, so yeah, we can just show mercy here, and this is probably going to be something for one of our additional vassals. And what we're going to do is, obviously, I would like to give Mengus, I would like to make him into a vassal if at all possible. I think he's going to be extremely good at that if we can actually get him there. I need to actually give this to someone. So yeah, we're going to give this to Petar. Gug already has Rome, so it makes sense. Wait a minute, why? Why is that? Why does he have 75? Why does he have 75? Is it because it's close to Rome? It's probably because it's close to Rome, right? Yeah, I'm still going to give this to Petar here, because generally, okay, here's the thing. My thinking on it right now is that the castle that we're going towards is probably... No, it's not even close, as you can see. It's not even close to Rome. Yeah, no. That's absolutely fine. You know, my course of action is exactly what I anticipated, which is it's fine. You know, it's reasonable to assume that we need these vassals to be looking after different fiefs. I think that seems like a much better idea. Anyway, we are obviously now going to attack this castle in a second. We do have this army here, which is obviously a bit problematic. Oh yeah, that is actually something that I wanted to mention. Apparently someone told me about this. I was speaking about the perk, right? The perk to reduce the chances for vassal prisoners to escape. And I was told that that would effectively reduce, if you take the 2 perks, that would effectively reduce the chances for prisoners to escape by 100%. So that basically means that they're never going to escape. However, I was then told by another person that that is not true because of the base chance being 20% and the percentage chance of it being increased by 50% and so on and so forth, and eventually you're going to be able to have, you know, minus 100% chance for the opponent to escape, but that is only 100% from 20%. You know what I mean? So in other words, it's gonna reduce it by a significant margin, dependent on the total value rather than the overall. You see, I'm not explaining it right. I know. I'm not explaining it right whatsoever, but there is a comment on the previous episode, as far as I'm aware, that explains it in much better detail, and they know much more than I do. And yes, that that would really it would be very beneficial. If you're interested, you should probably check that out, because I'm not going to explain it appropriately enough. I do understand it in my own head, but it's very difficult for me to. I'm just too stupid to actually explain it to other people by the looks of things. So yeah, that's great. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. The enemy only has... never mind. I was going to say they only have 11, but no, I just saw that they have another contingent of... another contingent of cavalry. This is not going to go so well, potentially. Nice damage. Not too bad. Can we kill... Yes, there we go. We can kill another one. Deciding to use this as a slashing weapon is a little bit more effective, I was about to say. You know, it's one of those times where I just go, yeah, you know what? In future, I'm just going to stand back. I'm just going to stand back. There have been way too many times in this particular series where I've decided, yes, I'm going to charge ahead and I'm going to try and do some fun maneuvers myself, and it has always resulted in these kinds of situations. So I apologize. Yeah, I'll play a little bit less audaciously in the future. I just want to have fun, you know. I just want to have fun. I want to go in there. I want to get stuck into the combat, and yeah, just try to do as much as I can to help my forces out. But me being dead, who's helping? You know, who am I helping right now? Who am I helping? No one, right? No one. So it's a much better idea for me to stay alive, isn't it? So yeah. Oh well, never mind. That was actually a pretty hard fight as well, but we managed to achieve it with very few casualties, actually. I'm quite surprised about that, but there you go. We were able to do it. Gonna take him prisoner, take her prisoner. I'm gonna take everyone prisoner here. I don't see a point in letting them go, to be honest, because if we let them go, they're just gonna come back. You know, they're just gonna come back and they're gonna be doing the most to annoy us, and we really do not want that to happen. So yes, we're just going to be a little bit more, you know, a little bit more vicious with what we're doing here. And oh, Serena has actually leveled up. Very nice indeed. Okay, so yes, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna need to... Mengus has lost a lot of troops. Yeah, that is to be expected, of course. Oh, we should probably... Yeah, let's get some people. Let's get some people, shall we? Oh yeah, by the way, I did reach 275 in charm skill as well. And that means that we have Immortal Charm. So Immortal Charm is now giving me 15. Alright. Apparently it's giving me 15 every single day, which is actually quite nice. Oh, are you serious? Hello there, sir. Oh, you really want to fight, eh? You really want to fight. Okay, well, this is not the best thing for you to do. But this will give me an opportunity to redeem myself. So I'm actually very much looking forward to this, because that means that I will be heeding my advice and the advice of many, many millions of people that have told me over the years. Please do not rush in. And I will try to do that just now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a nice little pincer movement, whatever. And we're just going to get our cavalry in these kinds of situations here. We're going to get our archers here. Nice little formation for the infantry. Let's put these fellows into a loose formation. Oh, my character is just screaming all over the place in my ears right now. Oh, my. There we go. All right, well. Ooh, okay, yeah. Cavalry, not looking forward to going over there. So I'm actually going to move them a little bit back. We really don't want them to get embroiled into anything there. We're going to tell our horse archers to make sure that they are skirmishing. And the amount of archers that we have right now, we should have an overwhelming advantage. Literally. We should have an absolutely overwhelming advantage. Okay, yeah, my cavalry is over there. Absolutely perfect. Just gonna keep an eye on the enemy's cavalry, because we really do not want them to charge at us without us knowing. There is a small contingent of cavalry in the back there, but I assume that those are horse archers. Are they seriously going to kill me? I hope not. Okay, the enemy's cavalry is literally just sitting there. That is very funny, actually, considering my archers are completely obliterating their lines right now. Okay, there we go. Now they're charging. Now my cavalry will charge in. And same thing for the other contingent. And my infantry will charge in as well. Let's do it. Now this gives me the opportunity to charge in too, but I am wholeheartedly assuming that I'm going to die very, very easily. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm actually going to survive. Who would have thought that? Not me, that's for sure. Well, that seems to be it, and it looks as though we we took 6 casualties. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, though. If we are given the opportunity for our archers to actually deal damage, and the enemy isn't doing anything super annoying, like, you know, completely just charging straight at us instantly and not giving us the opportunity to set up, then we can do these kinds of things. And obviously, if I don't die, you know, if I don't die, then, you know, it's a lot easier for me to command my forces and everything, which is to be expected. And there we have it. Nice. Wonderful victory. 31 renown. Decent amount of influence. Obviously, the influence is not that important for me at the moment, because I am swimming in it. Almost quite literally. And we will be sending our troops in. Just do a nice little auto-resolve there. We'll take every single one of these people prisoner too. Ooh, massive amounts of troops that we can rescue, which is exactly what I'll do. I won't be taking any prisoners here because we do have a maxed out amount of prisoners right now. And we can indeed rescue, well, not rescue, but, you know, loot all of this wonderful stuff here, which is going to sell for a pretty significant amount too. Anyway, I would like to speak to Mengus here because I'm going to be... Whoa, he's got 152, really? Okay, that's actually pretty crazy. Okay, so let us sort these out by tier. And unfortunately for him, I will be giving him a lot of relatively low tier troops. But he shouldn't worry too much about that because he is going to be... Wait a minute, are we not sorting them by tier? Okay, that was a bit weird. I was starting to give him some tier 5s. Oh, I'm actually giving him way too many. Ah, this is terrible. Okay, I actually can't even take these back now. Ah, that is so annoying. I'm not entirely sure why that happens. Is that a base game problem? I'm going to assume that that is a base game problem. That is very, very sad. Okay, well, whatever the case, let's just give him a bunch once again. Give him some of these. There we go. He's got 145. Wonderful. And, oh, why am I not allowed to lead the assault? You need to wait. Oh. Oh yeah, because my siege camp. I was thinking that I was not allowed to do it for some reason because, you know, an enemy or something like that prevented me from doing it. Or an ally came in and was acting as the commander or something. That would have been hilarious if I didn't realize that. Anyway, Adila actually managed to escape. Okay, that's pretty worrying because she does have quite a lot of influence and she might be able to lead another army to attack us. Which it's not gonna be too nice for her to do that, but yeah, well, never mind. Anyway, this castle only has 2 days worth of food, but they only have 37 people in the garrison, which is really not gonna make any difference whatsoever to us. But yeah, you can see here, look at the trebuchets. They're not being touched. They're basically completely fine. Look at them. They've just completely destroyed the walls, and we can just go straight on in with very little trouble, which is again one of those things where I'm just thinking, what happened? What happened in previous episodes? You know, because in the very previous episode of this one, I was consistently faced with huge problems, but I can only assume that that is because we were attempting to besiege a town, and I'm going to assume the town was the main problem, not my strategy. Maybe it was also the fact that we had barely any engineering skill. That's really going to make a huge difference. But now that we've got a pretty decent army, we might be okay. We might be alright. Anyway, wow, there's no one here. This is... okay. This is kind of strange. I'm kind of confused about this because I literally just walked straight on in. Huh, I should probably keep my shield out just for the moment. Maybe not. Yeah, I kind of thought that would happen. Unfortunately, kind of thought that would happen because that is... the crossbows. Yes, the crossbows. Especially because I wasn't using a shield there. Probably should have used a shield, but then I was thinking to myself, well, if I get into melee with them and then I have to unequip my shield, it's going to be awkward, you know? It's going to be a bit of an awkward situation where I just think, okay, well, I have to unequip this, and then in doing so, they're going to be able to beat me very easily with their daggers. I mean, you can see here that they have daggers, and they're going to be super fast, and having that awkward animation where you unequip your shield, you're basically vulnerable at that moment, and I'm not sure if I could have... don't know, not sure if I could have survived that, but I did end up dying anyway, so I was kind of hoping that maybe I just wouldn't get focused, but that's never going to happen, is it? No, that's never going to happen. But there we go. We were able to achieve victory here. I actually felt like I got a pretty decent amount of kills. I only got 18. I kind of felt like I may have gotten more than that, but apparently not. Apparently not. Anyway, there we go. We can now take a couple of troops here, only 2 of them, and then we can move on. We do have a couple of prisoners that potentially can join us as well, but, you know, obviously, as I've said before, you know, they're just going to join us over time more than anything else. So there we go. We now have another castle. I will be waiting here for some time until the vote comes in, and we're probably going to be giving it to that other fellow once more. Yep, going to be giving it to Petar here, because let's face it, if you have a literal town, you're probably pretty fine. it's probably not much that you're going to be complaining about. But if you have one castle, yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to give him ownership of that. Anyway, now we have to do a little bit of something here, where I'm going to wait here for some time, and then we are going to have to... Well, I would like to take Napoli if at all possible. I'd love to take Palermo as well if we can, but yeah, towns have not proven themselves to be a very pleasant experience. So I am now feeling very dubious about it. But we kind of have to, don't we? You know, we kind of have to. So there's no time like the present, as they say. Actually, you know what? First of all, before I do this, I would like to try to recruit some more troops, because I feel like I really do not have a significant amount at all. I feel like I am lacking in regards to numbers. So maybe we want to do something about that. We've got leadership to 200 now. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Ah, a peace offering. Aha. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not going to be making peace. Not at all. And we're going to be attempting to take this. Ooh, we've got some pretty speedy construction going on here. I like it. I like it. There we go. Let's put that into the reserves. There we are. Oh, she's gained a level as well. Very nice. And maybe we can get another one. There we go. Yes. Okay, so this is actually looking up. We're not doing too badly here. My trebuchets should be able to survive a little bit of time. They do have 4 catapults, of course, and it very much depends on the percentage hit chance of us if we're going to be able to do this. They only have 6 days worth of food, though, which is obviously a pretty big deal, because they do have 161 in the garrison here, which would be a pretty significant boon for us to eliminate. So if that could happen, I wouldn't be too adverse to it. But look at how easy this is now. What? Why is this so easy now? I guess it's because we've got some people that actually have engineering, I guess, in our army here. That might very well be the case. And there we go. We've actually taken down the walls. So, yeah, what I'm actually going to do is I'm literally just going to let the game run for another 3 days. And we are going to get some people actually escaping from our prisoner's hold now, which is obviously not very good, but I can't really do much about that. Yeah, they're actually wanting peace super badly here, but I'm not willing to give it to them. I really am not. I'd like to take Napoli first, if at all possible. I'd actually like to completely eliminate the entirety of their faction, if we can make it. If we can make that, I would be incredibly pleased. But, as I say, it's unlikely with the amount that they are complaining and attempting to get the peace agreement. And here we go. The garrison is now disintegrating before our very eyes. Hopefully I will be able to... I want to do it during the day, please. Yep, there we go. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so we are having some problems as well with our food supplies. So what I'm actually going to have to do is, after this, I will have to run as fast as possible to try to resupply, because obviously starving a town out, you're not going to be able to go straight on into the marketplace and actually pick up food supplies from there, because you know they don't have any. So that's going to be a bit problematic, but oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's see, where else can we go here? Yeah, we can go over here. I'm going to tell everyone to charge. I'm going to tell everyone to charge, and I'm just going to literally be super careful here. Going to try to not take any damage whatsoever, and we're going to try to just harass their archers in the meantime. well, that actually seemed to go much, much better than anticipated. I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go behind here, and because I noticed previously when we were actually in the siege, we had some pretty flat areas behind the initial wall. So if you can get behind there with a horse, as I, well, attempted to do here, it seems not too bad to actually utilize your horse in a situation where you can maybe harass the enemy archers quite a bit. And that was kind of my plan there, but not sure how much I really impacted the entire battle. I don't think I really did too much, to be honest. So, well, take away from that what you will, but, you know, seemed to be okay. Didn't do too badly, but definitely could have done a bit better. We didn't really get too many kills there, but as I say, maybe that was just how it is. Maybe I couldn't get more. Maybe there's just no possibility of that. I probably would have had some big problems trying to get more, and I probably would have ended up dying in the process. Who knows? Anyway, there we go. We're just going to get some more people, some gear. I don't have anything to equip myself, and we are just going to show mercy here as well. And then we're going to be giving Napoli to the other fellow. We're going to be giving that to the guy that has the two castles. I think that sounds like a good idea, because he already has 2 castles that are relatively close by. He's going to be able to... Hello there. Seems like they've actually taken that castle back. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that, I've got to say. Not a big fan of that at all. But, I mean, as I say, I have all my vassals in my army, so they have no ability to, well, defend. So yeah, this is still going to go to Petar here. This obviously makes the most sense in the world, because the other guy still has a town, and hopefully he's going to be able to do something about that. Oh, let me actually just take a quick look at my combat strength. Yeah, so as you can see, Kingdom of Sicily is still doing absolutely fantastic in regards to their combat strength, and that's the reason why I still want to make Mengus into a vassal, because that is actually going to auto-populate his clan with a bunch of additional NPCs, and that's actually going to make a significant difference to us. I'm actually going to get rid of Petar here so that he can go and do whatever he wants to do with his fief. Maybe he can actually do a little bit of, you know, killing of random vassals in and around this area. That could be kind of useful for us. And, okay, so these are the fellow... Wow, okay, they actually... Are you joking? They have so many good people. What is going on here? They have so many good vassals in the area. I mean, literally, look at this. 163. I'm so surprised. Wow. Okay, really, really weird. I would not have expected them to still have such a significant force, but they apparently do. Wow, okay. Yeah, there you go then. I guess we're going to have to do a little bit more to, you know, clamp down on them, I suppose. You know, what else can I do? And I will have to take this castle back as well. This fellow is starting an army here, so I would like to be able to eliminate him. His name is King Zalassos. Why is he a king? Is he the new king? I'm going to assume that is the case. All right, well, we can just level up a couple of these guys. We do have quite a few war horses now, so I shouldn't have to be too stringent with them. You know, I shouldn't have to be too, you know, too cheap with using them. And look at what they... Are you serious? You literally just placed 221 in the garrison here? That is absolutely preposterous. Oh, well, never mind. Petar is having some huge problems here, so I'm going to go in and help him. As you can see, we did help him, and he's now once again at 100 relation with us, as you might expect. That is very funny. Alright, so I'm actually just going to get rid of a couple of these tier 4s because I can get some higher level forces, and that is exactly what we want. And then we can move on. I still need to get more troops though. I need to get some more peasant troops to fill out my army. And yeah, we can see where we go from there. But yeah, everything seems to be looking up quite nicely. As you can see, we've taken these 2 towns, we took this castle. I'm obviously going to take this castle off screen, so you don't need to see that one again. And I might try to take that castle off screen too, because technically that should be ours. But it is going to take me a bit of time to get around there with my ship. So I'm not sure whether that's really worth the time investment. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.